I get into this Phoenix Mercury LA Sparks game, I just want to give some love to Cheryl Swoops, because last year when I was locking into her podcast she had with Jordan, I believe that time it was called Queens of the Court. I forgot what they changed the name to now, but she kept always sitting here and said before Odyssey Sims got picked up by the Dallas Wings last year, I'm talking about literally every week, that's all she kept saying. Somebody need to pick up Odyssey Sims. Somebody need to pick up Odyssey Sims. And then, of course, Dallas ended up picking her up, letting her play for a little bit. And I think like one of her bigger games was like the game right before the All-Star break. Her and Enrique went crazy against the Fever. So you kind of got to see a glimpse then, but then you kind of, when she went to the Sparks, she kind of really kind of solidified herself. And it made me be like, dang, Cheryl Swoops. I mean, of course it's Cheryl Swoops. We know she know basketball, but for her to kind of go out on a limb every week to stamp this woman to be like, nah, somebody needs to sign her, and then to even get to see how much of a big game she had yesterday, that was kind of fire to me, because every time I see her really hoop, it just kind of reminds me that, oh, Cheryl Swoops really went out her way to give her the spotlight and acknowledge her, to get people to get her onto a new team. But again, like I said, I do want to give the Sparks a little bit of credit before I really get into how cold-blooded Satu Sabali is. Like the way she walk into them threes and her jumpers is so crazy. Like when you hear different nicknames for players until you really get familiar with their game. And of course I got familiar when she came back after the Olympic break and got to playing with the Wings. Dallas was of course horrible last year, so you really didn't get to see it, but you saw it. But now to really watch her kind of, even with AT out, to really kind of be like, all right, I'm going to allow my other teammates to really do them. But when I get the rock, I'm going to make it my presence super extremely felt. But again, like I said, real quick with the Sparks, I love the fact that the Sparks was okay with Kelsey Plum losing the game. And I do think sometimes in the WNBA, where I think a lot of even teams and players are still, because there's so many new eyes, everybody kind of want to play like, I want to be the man type of situation. Where I like, because let's be clear, last year that was De'Erica Hamby's team. That team still went as De'Erica Hamby led them. I still honestly kind of feel like Kelsey Plum is a dog, let's be clear, but I do still kind of feel like they should probably lean a little bit more towards De'Erica Hamby carrying that team. Because perfect example, they beat the Aces like twice last year or 3 times last year. I can't remember how many times the Sparks beat the Aces, but she was having her best game. So even for the Sparks to get blown out by the Aces, I'm kind of like, dang, why not go back to the hand that kind of was like doing the big one every time they played the Aces last year, and it was De'Erica Hamby. But again, like I said, I was cool. I like the fact that I watched the Sparks allow Kelsey Plum to lose them the game. And when I say lose them, I mean she took the last 3 shots. The game, like she could have tied it or she could have put them up 1. She missed all 3 times, but I kind of like, okay, cool. I like the fact that they did that. But again, shout out to Satu Sabali, bro. She is so cold. What's this? Like she just long and smooth like butter. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like the way she just walk into her, and then it's just like she do it in such a just cool pace. It's just like, I ain't too aggressive. I ain't too finesse. I'm a little bit clean in the middle. Like, I really love her game. Like, her game is impeccable. The Mercury